Welcome to Copenhagen, to the Niels Bohr Institute. My name is Markus Ahlers, and I'm one of the organizers. And this is Mauricio Bustamante.
And I'm the other organizer.
So we will be the contact persons during this week if you have questions or problems. So we will also later show you our contact details, email and phone number if you want to get in contact with us. Okay, so welcome to our PhD summer school on neutrinos. We have about 65 participants here in the audience, but we also have quite a number of participants online. So we are trying to do this hybrid. So all the presentation will be shared on Zoom, and we hope we can also establish the communication with some of the participants online that they can ask questions. And so if you have any questions in the audience, I would like to ask you to use this microphone, because then also members, the participants on Zoom will be able to hear you. Okay, so so we are here at the Niels Bohr Institute, and I guess for a lot of you, this is the first time. So this is the old historic Niels Bohr building, which was established 100 years ago. And this is actually a picture from 1930. And this is here in this auditorium. So you can recognize these super modern tables that are survive until this day. So the black and white combination.
There's been an upgrade because now there's cushions.
Yeah. And the clock in the back is also gone. There have been some projectors now. And you're not there. Yeah, so this is taken at a conference in 1930. And what you can see here is one important figure here, Niels Bohr, who's of course sitting here in the front row. And there are a lot of very well-known scientists here. This is Heisenberg, this is Gamow, and this is Landau here in the first row. But then there's also one person here, Wolfgang Pauli. And so this, he looks a little absent-minded there. It's not really know where the camera is, but maybe at this point he was already thinking about the neutrino, because many of you know that 1930 was a very important year for the neutrino. Later this year, Wolfgang Pauli wrote this very famous letter to the participants of the conference in Zurich, I think. And so this is a letter here in German, but you can see here that he makes the following suggestion: there could exist electrically neutral particles which I will call neutrons in the nuclei, and these particles allow you to explain the continuous spectrum of beta decay, so continuous distribution of energies. Yeah. So so this was later in 1930. Maybe Pauli was already sitting here in the auditorium thinking about this idea at that point. Okay, so today, of course, we know that the neutrino is not only important for the explanation of beta spectra, but today we know that neutrinos have, for example, impacts in cosmology, and we can also use neutrinos for multi-messenger astronomy. So the neutrino is a very diverse particle, and we want to cover the different topics, theory and phenomenology of the neutrino, so fundamental neutrino properties, as well as the neutrino in astrophysics and cosmology during this week. And for Tini Oikonomo, who's sitting here in front, she will start today with the neutrino astrophysics part. So before we start with the lectures, some logistics. So if you have any questions, first start to look here on our Indico, because we have a lot of icons here, topics where you can look up, for example, how you can get connected to Wi-Fi, some maps of Copenhagen with suggestions of restaurants and so on. Yeah, so maybe you can find some useful information already there. Okay. Let's please come in. Okay, then. I think Mauricio already sent out an email about this. So we have this discussion from Slack, which we want to use during this week to to share some news with you, but also to establish some platform for communication and discussion, for example, about the exercises. So if you have not yet a Slack account, please have a look at it, and you might find it useful. Then food and drinks. So we will have 2 coffee breaks during the day and 1 lunch break. Coffee and lunch breaks will take place in Auditorium C, which is opposite to this Auditorium A here, and this is also where you picked up your name tag. Today we will have also a reception at 5:30, and if the weather stays like that, we can probably go outside for that. And the school dinner will be on Wednesday evening, so this will be in a restaurant, and we will show the way. So it's very close, actually. It's like 10 minutes walking distance. Then we have student talks on Monday to Thursday, and please, if you sign up for a student talk, have a look when your talk is going to take place. We would like to ask all speakers to send us the slides before the presentation, then we can combine this in one presentation and use this one laptop here. And yeah, that's basically it. We also have exercises and discussion sessions today, Tuesday and Thursday afternoon. So the exercises will be 1-hour exercises from 3:30 to 4:30. And so this is time where you can work in groups or work by yourself. For that, you can also use Auditorium C. You can also go to Auditorium B, which is next door, which has a couple of tables, and there's also space upstairs opposite to the library. And then we will come back at 4:30 today and then talk about the problems. And this is also a time when you can ask general questions about Futini's lecture today. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. So here in Denmark, we do not have any COVID like face mask mandates at the moment. But you should be aware that the COVID numbers are on the rise throughout in Europe. And so if you feel more comfortable with a face mask, we have a couple of face masks outside that you can take. We also have distributed hand sanitizers everywhere, so please make use of them also during the lunch breaks. And if you feel sick with flu-like symptoms, we also have a quick test that you can use. And it's also quite easy to get PCR tested here in Denmark. Okay, Mauricio, is there anything else I forgot?
Not in terms of practical stuff. I'm just happy that everybody's here in person. Everybody's tired of online meetings. Includes us. So for some of you, it might be the first occasion where you actually get to go to school with your PhD or your master's, because it's been 2.5 years of being locked down. Thanks. So use the time to learn, but also to socialize. The people that are sitting next to you are the people that you're going to be working on, hopefully for the next however many years to stay in the field. So yeah, part of the school is also just getting to meet the people around you and making use of that, and try to provide food and drinks and make that happen. So yeah, I think Markus has one more slide.
Yeah. I think we have to fix that. This is not. Yeah. Well, I just have. Okay, so this is our contacts. Yeah. So we will also put the slides online, so you can. You don't have to write down our email right now. And yeah, then. All that's left to say is basically welcome to Copenhagen. And we can then start with our first lecture this morning by Futini.